Hello and welcome back to A Course in Miracles Workbook Lesson 37. Today's lesson is My Holiness Blesses the World. As the book says, your holiness is the salvation of the world. It lets you teach the world that it is one with you, not by preaching to it, not by telling it anything, but merely by your quiet recognition that in your holiness are all things blessed along with you. So by recognizing that we are holy and that the world reflects that holiness, we are able to increase the vibration and holiness being exuded from everyone else and everything around us. So even if someone else doesn't recognize their own holiness, the holiness that they exude will increase because of our recognition of our holiness and their holiness. For the practices today, we are to do 4 longer 3 to 5 minute periods, as well as very frequent short periods. So for the short periods, we are just going to repeat as often as we can throughout the day, my holiness blesses the world. For the short periods, we are just to repeat as often as we can, my holiness blesses the world. And if we run into anyone during the day, it is beneficial to say this to them. So my holiness blesses Heather. And particularly if anyone comes into our life during the day and causes us to have adverse emotions towards them, as soon as you can, say this to them silently in order to give them your blessing. For the longer periods, we are to close. For the longer periods, we are to say the lesson, my holiness blesses the world, and then look around us for about a minute, applying the thought to specific things. So my holiness blesses this microphone. My holiness blesses this book. And then you can switch to closing your eyes and thinking of people and applying it to them. So my holiness blesses Heather. So it says to begin by doing it with your surroundings and then to do the people, but then it says it doesn't really matter how you separate it. So you could probably begin with the people and then move on to the objects. You can do a little bit like flopping every minute, or you can do half and half, or you could probably do like one whole looking around practice period and then a whole person practice period. But I don't think that's really what they want you to do.